I'm gonna make this short, I'm gonna make this sweet. It's too much of the same old BS, the same old crap that we deal with every day. Nor if it's an individual striking out with their own hate or their own ignorance or their own racism, or if it's our own government, our own police force, as I call them, the popos, that supposed to be protecting us as citizens, but all they do is harass us. Well, most of us anyway. They harassed us and try to intimidate us and try to make us feel small in front of our loved ones, dog. No, but this goes on every day without anybody ever making a big deal out of it, man. Long as it's to you, right? Long as it don't happen to someone you love, it makes no difference, right? Where it's happening to too many innocent people around this world. Too often, lives being taken too soon, and just being downright evil, dog. Downright evil. And we seeing it one after the other. It makes no difference if they black, white, Puerto Rican, Dominican. People are being evil towards other people. They're being nasty. And it seems like it's coming from a lot of hate from old, nasty, foul individuals that probably done got away with it way too damn long, man. This fool ain't never just killed once. He couldn't just kill once. Because if he realized, no, I know he didn't kill once. Because he shot the kid while he shot the kid. He shot this kid while this kid was down. While this kid was laying down in front of his yard, he shot this kid again. This kid presented no harm to him. No harm. He was just knocking on the wrong door, dog. Wrong door, looking for his siblings. Knocked on the wrong door. Anybody could have made that mistake because the both of the streets are named basically the same. So anybody could have made that mistake. And is it really worth taking someone's life? Are you that much of a punk? Are you that much of a coward? Are you that much of a pussy to want to take someone's life just to protect your own? When your life was in no danger, dog. But let's get it, man. I'm Nitty, D-City, straight gritty, and we diving right into it because it's a short one. It's sweet and it's gonna be quick and sweet because I don't know how much more of this evil crap I can take, man. I don't think I can take too much more, dog. Well, not even too much, but I can't take none. I can't take none at all. I'm fed up. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to really address shit for what it is, man. They just want to keep on putting a Band-Aid on it. So somebody will hush up and tell someone else to shut their mouth too, dog. But that ain't good enough, dog. Putting a Band-Aid on a wound ain't good enough. You need to address these issues that's been going on forever in this country. I said forever.
Teen rang the wrong door. A Missouri man who allegedly shot a black teenager has been charged with 2 felony counts after the teen rang the wrong doorbell while picking up his younger siblings. According to KMBC News, Clay County Prosecuting Attorney Zachary Thompson said that 84-year-old Andrew Lester, who is white, has been charged with assault in the first degree, an armed criminal action in the Thursday shooting of 16-year-old Ralph Yarl. CNN reports that Thompson said, quote, "I can tell you there was a racial component to this case. However, he did not elaborate on what investigators uncovered. If convicted, Lester could spend life in prison. Thompson reportedly noted that felony assault in the first degree carries 10 to 30 years at minimum, with a life sentence as the maximum. The outlet reports that a warrant is out for Lester's arrest. Yarl's family attorney, Ben Crump, told CNN on Monday that the teen had been released from the hospital but was struggling from the stress of the ordeal. Crump said in part, he's not out of the woods yet, but the great thing is medical officials said he was stable enough to go to his home. Yarl's parents had asked him to pick up his twin brothers at their friend's house. However, after a mix-up with the address, he ended up at the wrong home. His aunt wrote in a GoFundMe that after being shot by the homeowner, Yarl fell to the ground, at which point the man, quote, shot him again. She also said that after being shot, Yarl was able to get up and run to the neighbor's house looking for help, but had to run to 3 different homes before someone finally agreed to help him. She wrote that he was then told to lie on the ground with his hands up.
Do y'all hear that? Y'all need to hear that again? Is this what we teaching our kids? Is this what's popping nowadays? I don't understand how a kid could be treated that way. I don't understand how a kid can be treated that way. I just don't. I don't care what color you is, man. I do not understand how a child get to be treated that way. A dog get treated better, man. Huh? A dog get treated better. Why would somebody treat a child that way, dog? Unless that was already in their heart. Unless that evil ass stench was something that they carried in their DNA from the beginning of time. Come on now. It's just a little too much, man. They always want to do investigations and background checks on certain races or certain individuals when you go into like the Navy or you go into the police force or shit like that, right? Well, they need to do a deeper background check. If you had any racist connections to your past that leads back to the Ku Klux Klan or doing racist things towards other people, man, no matter what color they are, you shouldn't be able to get a job. You shouldn't be able to get I ain't gonna say a job, but you shouldn't be able to get no damn government job. You shouldn't be able to get no government job. I'm tired of hearing this crap. Well, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was my forefathers. It was my forefathers that did that. But you're benefiting off what your forefathers got away with. Am I lying? Now I want y'all to see this woman. Now this was the white woman who was shot for turning into a wrong driveway. She was shot because she turned into the wrong driveway. It was more like a country area. So it was like one of them long trails that you had to go down to even see somebody crib, dog. You know what I'm saying? You probably had to go half a mile just to even see somebody crib. But they never even made it to the man's house, right? They never even made it to the man's house. They noticed that they was on the wrong trail and they turned around. Once they turned around, the man shot him. The man shot him like if he was going hunting. He just scoped her out and killed her, dog. Now let me tell you something about the last one we just seen too, about the young man that was shot in the front yard for knocking on the wrong door. They did not take that man in. That 84-year-old man. They did not take that 84-year-old white man in after he shot that kid twice. They never took him in. That's why they had to put a warrant out for his ass, because they didn't take him in. They allowed him to stay amongst everybody else as though if he was special privilege, as though if he was a special case. That ain't how they treat us. That ain't how they treat my black ass. That ain't how they treat nobody I know. If you get caught, your ass going down, sitting in that damn jail cell until they find your ass innocent. And even then, you might be motherfucking sitting, baby. But let's roll. Let's roll. Let's get to where we honestly need to go, man. I had the video, but I lost it, man. Flipping through pages. So we're just gonna go and read it, man. Let's get it.
Two shootings in separate states of young people who mistakenly showed up at the wrong houses in two separate states have drawn national attention and could renew the debate over the rights of those seeking to protect their property. Here's everything we know about the two cases culled from our original reporting and Yahoo News partner network, including the USA Today, NBC News, and Kansas City Star. White man shoots black teen who rang wrong doorbell. Ralph Yarl, a 16-year-old black boy, was shot in Kansas City, MO, on Thursday night after he rang the doorbell to a home where he believed he was to pick up his two siblings. The homeowner, Andrew Lester, an 84-year-old white man, is facing 2 felony counts, including assault in the first degree and armed criminal action, in connection with the shooting. When police arrived, they found Ralph wounded on the street. Ralph suffered a gunshot wound to the head and another to the arm but survived. He spent 3 days in the hospital before being released Sunday, Ralph's father, Paul Yarl, told the Kansas City Star. Officials said that Lester fired his gun through a locked glass door and shot Ralph twice even though the teenager did not attempt to enter the home and no words were exchanged between the two. Lester told police that he thought Ralph was trying to break in and was scared to death. An arrest warrant was issued for Lester on Monday evening amid mounting public pressure to hold the alleged shooter accountable. Lester surrendered and was booked into jail on Tuesday afternoon. Continue reading. Sponsored content. More from Yahoo News. DeSantis shows his friendlier side in campaign swing to New Hampshire Dominion. Fox News settled defamation suit for stunning $787 million, averting trial.
Now I need to get this females because I had it, and then no, this shit right here. This shit right here, y'all.
A 20-year-old woman was shot dead after she and her friends accidentally pulled into the wrong driveway in upstate New York while they were looking for their friend's house. The homeowner, a 65-year-old man, has been charged with murder. The incident took place Saturday night in Hebron, a small town northeast of Albany. Kalen Gillis and 3 others were driving around the rural area with little to no cell service when they mistakenly drove into the driveway of a residence belonging to Kevin Monahan, Washington County Sheriff Jeffrey J. Murphy said at a news conference Monday. The friends realized their mistake quickly and began to back out of the driveway, Murphy said. But he said Monahan came out onto his porch and fired 2 shots, one of which hit Gillis. Police did not immediately say what type of weapon was used. None of the people inside the car got out or tried to enter Monahan's house before he shot at them, Murphy said. There was no reason for Mr. Monahan to feel threatened, he added. This is a very sad case of some young adults that were looking for a friend's house and ended up at this man's house who decided to come out with a firearm and discharge it, Murphy said. He added that Gillis was an innocent young girl and that he knew her family personally. She was taken way too young, he said. Ralph Yarl shooting may revive stand your ground debate about the laws. Following the shooting, Gillis's friends drove about 5 miles south to the town of Salem, where they were able to call 911. Emergency responders attempted to save Gillis, but she was pronounced dead at the scene, police said. Murphy did not immediately respond to a request for further details Tuesday afternoon. The incident occurred just 2 days after 16-year-old Ralph Yarl was shot and injured in Kansas City, MO, when he went to the wrong house to pick up his siblings. Andrew D. Lester, an 84-year-old white man, was charged with felony assault and armed criminal action. There were some key differences in the two cases. Jarl is black, and prosecutors said there was a racial component to his case, which has sparked protests. In the New York shooting, Gillis was white, as is Monahan. Murphy said Monahan has been charged with second-degree murder and is being held in a local county jail pending a court hearing. He was uncooperative when police arrived at his home, Murphy said, adding that it took officers more than an hour of talking back and forth through 911 and trying to talk to him in person on the scene before he was taken into custody. Monahan is now being held at the Warren County Jail while he awaits his court appearance in the near future, Murphy said. White Kansas City man, 84, charged in shooting a black teen. Monahan owns a contracting business and has lived in Washington County for more than 30 years, his lawyer, Kurt Mozart, said in trial. Visit Yahoo News.
Let me say this about this young woman that lost her life. Let me say this about this young woman that lost her life. The man that killed her was 65 years old. I believe he was 65. Another white man. You see how gun happy motherfuckers are, dog. Yet they old as hell, yet they gun happy. They willing to kill somebody that's young for making a mistake. Making a minor mistake. Nothing major, dog. Not even a real beef. You know, nothing to say that they had anything against each other than the fact that they had hate. They had hate and rage in their old ass body, man. They had hate and rage in their old body that they've been holding on for years and years. And they seen opportunity to get away with murder. They seen an opportunity to get away with murder, something they probably done got away with several other damn times. When they say people only see what they want to see, that's fucking true, man. I'm telling you. That's just like if you go into a doggone store and it's 4 young white kids and 4 young black kids, who you think they gonna watch? I'm just letting you know, dog. Let's say it's 4 young white kids and 4 young black kids. Who you think they gonna follow around that damn store? All right, so by them giving him second-degree murder, that just lets you know, man, they didn't take her case. They wasn't taking her case serious at all either. Second-degree murder? What the hell did she do for him to get second-degree murder? Why wouldn't that be first-degree murder, man? Why wouldn't that be intentionally? He done it intentionally, right? I'm telling you, man, I'm done arguing with this government. I'm done arguing with this government about what's right and wrong. We know what's right and wrong. We was raised to know what's right and wrong. We was raised to know what's good and bad. And ain't nobody need to tell somebody several damn times how this shit need to go, man. People need to start, man, opening up their minds and their hearts and really correct some shit that their forefathers done fucked up, all right? They need to really correct some shit that their forefathers done fucked up. Because I don't know how long people are supposed to just sit back and let a jacked up government run us as though if they know what they're doing, and all they got us doing is bumping heads. All they got us doing is bumping heads. All they got us doing is the same old dance that our forefathers done did 100 to 400 years ago. We still bumping head with hate, rage, lies, deceit. Enough is enough, man. We should be able to come to the table and talk and cease this old BS with all this old hateful crap that's going on today. I would hate for that to go on through my kids' life, through my grandkids' life. That's why I'm speaking up. No matter if somebody hear me or not, I'm speaking up, man. Enough is enough. It's time for people to stop being scared to die for something real. And this is real. Fuck when they take your ass into the take you into the service, or you enroll yourself into the service, or they draft you into the service, and then they make you go to war for something you don't even know what the fuck you fighting for. They make you go to war for something you don't even know what you fighting for, because these people ain't did nothing directly to you, but they done something to your government. But when something is done directly to us, that's when we need to fight. That's when we need to stand up. Fuck all this marching. Fuck all this protesting. It's time to shed some blood if people just want to go out here killing people without a damn thought, like if they're an animal. It's time for people to stand up for what's right, man, and stop looking for this government to solve a damn thing. They haven't did it. They haven't did it in my lifetime, and they haven't did it in yours. So what make you think they got a clue on doing it for anybody else?
Trending stories. Americans could see their student dead.
Enough is enough, man. I'm out of here, man. I'm Nitty, D-City, straight gritty, no pity. It's enough killing, man. It's enough ignorance. Kids deserve to have the same future that we had. Kids deserve to have the same protection and the same love around them that we had. Fuck all this pointing fingers. Let's get it together, man. Let's get it together. Because if somebody's life is on the line, and I'm tired of it being kids, and then a grown person, a grown-ass man, behind the damn trigger to killing a kid he don't even fucking know, man. Nitty, D-City, straight gritty, no pity. We out of here, man. Deuces, baby.